back. I wanna continue this. So yeah. Last time I finished episode 3, so time for episode 4. Good. Here we go.
Previously on Alan Wake, I'm hunted by the law.
Sheriff, Wake's running. I'm giving chase.
Are you seriously telling me that Ryder just took out my deputies?
A thriller I supposedly wrote is coming true. The genre of the story seems to be shifting. It's turning into a horror story. I was told that Alice had been kidnapped, but that was a lie.
We don't have his wife. We don't know where she is.
Her purported kidnapper was eaten up by the dark presence before it attacked me.
Alan, shh, baby. It was just a nightmare.
Alice.
This whole game is probably just a
Hartman.
weird dream.
I fell.
I had to give you a sedative. Don't fight it. You went through another rough period.
What?
Right now, it's very important that you stay calm. We don't want you to have another episode. You're a patient at my clinic. Have been for a while now. The
Great.
shock of your wife's death triggered a mental illness.
No, you lied.
You're suffering from various symptoms of undifferentiated schizophrenia.
Bastard.
It's okay, Alan. Just let go.
I felt groggy. Whatever Hartman had bumped in me was making me numb. I felt like this was happening to someone else. Someone I was watching on television. I couldn't think. Couldn't focus. There were only empty sheets of paper here. No manuscript pages.
Alright. Time to explore. Oh, wait. Who are you?
Good evening, Alan. Are we feeling better now? Feeling calm?
Yeah, I see you brought your pet gorilla with you. So sure, I'm calm. I get the message, loud and clear.
Quite right. That's the spirit. You're being very brave, Alan. I understand you're confused. I would be more concerned if you weren't suspicious of me. I don't blame you for it.
Big of you.
Now, why don't you come with me? We'll reacquaint you with my clinic and go over everything you might have forgotten. Little walk and some fresh air? Yes, it will do you good.
Maybe this is like the
This
dark
corridor
presence.
is for patients. Most of them aren't here right now. Jack
Tricking
took
me.
them out for a fishing trip, except for the ones who are particularly vulnerable, of course. I encourage creativity as a part of the recovery process here at Cauldron Lake Lodge. I specialize in treating artists.
I bet you do.
Splendid, Alan. I honestly believe we can get this thing under control if we work together.
Can I go into these? No. I
This
can't.
way, Alan.
What about here? Right here. Sweet. Yeah, okay, man. I'm going. What's in here? Okay. What's over here? Alright. Let's go.
Now, Alan, from past experience with you, I know I need to get right into the heart of the matter as quickly as I can after an episode. So I'm just going to say this. Alice is dead.
No.
You're in a very vulnerable state until you understand and accept this. Alice drowned, and you couldn't face that. You're suffering from hallucinations, paranoid delusions, unusual thinking, an obsession about light and darkness, a feeling that everything revolves around you, your thoughts and dreams. Your mind has constructed an elaborate fantasy scenario in which your writings are affecting reality. She has been kidnapped, and supernatural forces of darkness are trying to stop you. We go this way, Alan.
Yeah, that sounds
I
weird.
wasn't ready for another shot. so I went along with it. He had to be lying. But under the influence of the drug he had given me, I had to fight not to believe his words.
It's all in your head. You've been making it up. Apart from the tragic accident with your wife, no one has been killed. Your delusions are just a manifestation of your subconscious mind trying to protect you from the too painful truth. Unless we fight the fantasy, it will return. I know the instinct is to resist me, but think about it. Doesn't this make far more sense than the insane supernatural conspiracy you have concocted in your mind? You're a skeptic by nature, Alan. We both know this. Everything can be explained logically.
Oh, I haven't seen this for a minute. It's like a clock that uses the sun to measure time, I'm pretty sure. I don't know. So what are we looking at? This view.
I never get tired of this view. Very inspiring, isn't it?
Cauldron Lake spread below us. I could see Mirror Peak on the other side of the lake. I thought I could make out the spot where Diver's Isle had been when I arrived with Alice. Now there was nothing but waves.
It seems there's a storm coming. Funny, I don't recall there being a mention of that in the weather forecast. Well, no matter. This way.
Yeah,
Follow
it's
me.
probably the presence.
Alan, what I'm telling you is good news. Right now we're in control. Every time you have a relapse, it gets more and more difficult to resurface from the dark depths of your imagination. Not surprising, considering your profession. Imagination is what you work with. After all your nightmares, this should come as an immense relief to you. If it doesn't, why is that? Because I'm lying? Or because you don't want to admit that you're not well? It's very natural for you to think of me as your enemy. It's part of the illness.
I let him talk.
After all,
Hartman
I'm the one
obviously
trying
loved
to
his
bring
own
you
voice.
out of the
His
world
words
you've
echoed
constructed for
madly
yourself.
inside my head.
But I can't
I dug my
do it
nails
by
into the
myself.
palms of my hands to stay
You need
focused.
to work with me. Once you accept that, we can begin the journey towards your recovery. Come along. Let's go inside.
Come on.
Here's the entrance to the office wing. That's for staff only. You were impressed by my trophies when you first arrived here. I do love to hunt. The great outdoors, man versus nature. It's wonderful stuff.
Pretty damn wonderful, yeah.
Scary, scary, scary.
This guy.
Emerson.
This is really weird.
I'm a real bad dream, mister. You should be afraid of me. Don't want to run into me in the night, that's for sure.
Please, Emerson. Mr. Wake is confused enough as it is.
Yeah, you'd like me to go away so you won't be scared. But you can't just decide what kind of dream you have or when you have it.
Emerson,
Okay. Sorry. Boo.
that's Emerson. We're actually making some progress with him, I'm happy to say. He works on video
Elbow
games.
strike. Ooh,
It's
yeah.
trash, of course, but it does involve
Get
some
him to the head.
small creative effort, which makes him receptive to my therapeutic methods.
No kidding.
Was she there before?
Come, Alan, this way. Now, you might have noticed the typewriter in your room. You've been writing as a part of the therapy. As soon as you feel up to it, you should continue.
Ooh, reading. Welcome to the Cauldron Lake Lounge. We're here to give you the specialized help you need. However, please observe the following. Please ask friends and family to schedule visits beforehand to ensure that they don't interfere with your therapy and/or periods of creativity. Also, please respect your fellow patients' needs for privacy and personal space. especially when they're engaged by their creative process. Be patient. Typically, our patients have long-term creative problems, and they won't be solved overnight. Give yourself permission to take the time you need. Bear in mind that you're voluntarily receiving treatment that has been specifically tailored for you. Engagement therapy and its sister method, the flow, work best when you're actively engaged in shaping them. If you have any concerns, please don't hesitate to voice them. Okay. What's over here? Oh, I want to explore, man. Wait, can I talk to this guy? No, there's... Oh, okay, I've seen that. Too many locked doors.
My rheumatism's killing me. There's a storm coming. Oh, what a storm.
I hope it wipes this place off the face of the earth.
And these two are the Anderson brothers, Odin and Thor. They had a, how should I put this, a heavy metal band in the 70s and 80s called Old Gods of Asgard. They even adopted new first names to complete the image of Viking gods. After the band broke up, they lived on a farm nearby. They are, well, in advanced stages of dementia. They're well cared for, TLC and all that. There's nothing more that can be done. I'm afraid that the rock and roll lifestyle has left its mark.
So apparently, if you press tab,
Oh, that won't do.
it changes the
I'm so sorry to
perspective
cut this
of the
short
camera.
for now, Alan. The power has been acting up. I'd better go check on it. We'll continue this soon.
Okay, stranger.
Meanwhile, when you feel up to it, return to your room and try to write. It really is for the best. Don't you think?
Yeah, I bet this is like...
I'd like to bash his head in with a hammer.
Oh, he'd love to fish out our secrets, but he has no clue. He's not crazy enough. Not crazy like us, Sonny.
Yeah!
Being crazy's a requirement, Sonny. Who else could understand the world when it's like this? It takes crazy to know crazy.
That's the sanest thing I've heard in a while.
Zane! You're all right, Tom. Hey, we like him, don't we, bro? He's got to go to the farm.
The Anderson Farm. Valhalla!
We wrote it all down, lest we'd forget. A crash course. All you need to know to get your head right. You need to find the message.
Here, Sonny, here's something for you. Gave me a rash, but I kept it safe from these bastards.
My head was clearing up, or according to Hartman, I was sinking back into the fantasy. I was convinced he was lying to me about everything. Crazy or not, the Andersons made more sense.
Tom, you got any booze on you?
Yeah, no. Sorry,
we have
guys.
a stash of the special stuff at the farm. Our own formula. Local ingredients. Medicine clears your head right up. Makes you remember like moonbeams on the brain.
Wait, F5? Tom Zane's writing this.
Zane could feel the poems, taking form, shaping things. As he experimented, he imagined he could almost feel the power surging through the keys of the typewriter. It exhilarated him. But there was fear, too. If not for his young assistant Emil, he would have given it up. But Emil convinced him otherwise. He too had a way with words.
Alright,
Tom just lost is all. Baba Yaga got to him too, the damn witch.
She used us all. Taken from all
Wait, Dr. Hartman is left awake alone and told him that he should return to his... Oh, okay, so go to
my
him.
thunder, the witch.
And my ravens, what were they? Memory and thought, the hag.
She took something from you too, didn't she? That's what she does.
We're better off. This place, the lake, it gives you power. If you're a creator, an artist, God.
Nightmare shifted in their sleep in the darkness of the lake.
Yeah,
I want to see if they
that's
say
the
anything
one.
interesting.
She makes sure it comes out twisted
Oops.
and wrong. Just ask the lamp lady. She knows what happened to that other rider.
She's been using you, boy, and you let her. You went and opened the door for her, didn't you?
Now, it was already open a crack. And whose fault is that? We're morally corrupt,
lamp lady?
disease-ridden, old and stupid.
Doesn't mean he had to open it all the way, God damn it.
Anything else?
So tired. Built the farm close to the lake.
Okay, yeah, I'm out here.
Place of power.
Wait, anything in here? Nope. Huh.
I may need a hand here later on, Birch. The storm's bound to be, pretty jumpy. You know how they get.
Gotcha. Doc's got me looking after Wake here, but holler if they get too rowdy.
I'll do that, Birch.
Hey, Wake, why don't you humor Dr. Hartman and give the writing a shot, huh? Typewriter's in your room. You can get to the room by those stairs, Wake.
Maybe the kidnapper or supposed kidnapper was like the dark presence, and the presence wants Wake to maybe write the presence into existence or something. With the typewriter.
Time is the hook we needed to go big in the target demographic. And they're not even kidding. They say it all like serial killers with straight faces and smiles. My nightmare is the writers who want to make everything from the characters to the toasters talk all the time and express their feelings so they won't shut up. And the writers won't shut up either because they have feelings too. And I have
Hartman
to
wanted me to
them
write. I
because
knew I
they're not
couldn't,
scared of
but I
me,
figured I
and
should just
everyone
play
should
along
just
for
shut
now.
up.
It was the only thing I could do with Nurse Birch watching me like a
Well,
hawk.
I don't see nightmares anymore
Yeah, okay,
because I'm
okay.
too scary for them.
I want to listen to some of this stuff. Alright. Anything here? No. Anything in here?
The doors were locked. Hartman and the nurses would have keys, but there was no way to get my hands on them.
Alright. Let's go right.
Something's wrong. I'm not myself. It's hard to think that there's a shadow inside my
Oh,
head.
how surprising.
I can only focus on writing. Everything else is a blur. I'm trapped in this cabin. Have been for days, but it's always dark outside. My editor is real. I saw her again. She's not human. It's not human. A dark presence is wearing the old woman's face. She was covered in clinging shadows. There's a hole in her chest where her heart should be. I think I've made a horrible mistake. I don't think I'm any closer to saving Alice. It's been lying to me, using me to get the story it wants, and the story will come true.
I bet that maybe this is the cabin. And oh, that's cool. QR code reader. Okay, I want to see what this says. If it says anything. Yeah, okay. Alright, just a moment. Okay. Brings you to a meme that says constipation. That looks painful. Yeah. Where's my room? Wait, anything else? Wait, Emerson. Lane. I still like exploring. Exploring is fun. No, I can't go in there. Let's go in Emerson. Alright. No, let's go. Let's go.
The white glare of the blank page in front of me hurt my eyes. My hands began to shake uncontrollably.
Everybody, calm down. Put that down. Bert, I need help.
Hey, Wake, you stay here. I'm gonna go see what's up. You just keep doing what you're doing. Be cool, okay?
I didn't know what the chaos was all about, but it could be my only chance of getting out of here.
Where the hell did he get a damn hammer?
I don't know.
Here's a friendly poke from Mjolnir, wench. Oh, afraid of the crazy brothers, are ya? Not so weak now, are we? Well, things are unraveling fast, aren't they?
Sinclair looked bad. That wasn't a love tap. The crazy old fart hit her hard. If she was one of Hartman's goons, she had it coming. I could get the key to the office wing from Sinclair.
We're on a comeback tour, baby! The backstage is all yours,
I had to get to
Tom.
Hartman's office.
Seize your
He had taken all
destiny.
my manuscript pages. That's where he'd been keeping them.
Go to Hartman's
Face
office.
the music, Birch. It's time to pay the piper.
Go to Hartman's
Maybe you
office.
could
Oh
come
yeah,
out
the
and
yellow
beat
door.
our wrinkled adult diapered asses for it, since you're so tough, Bert.
Yeah, that was weird. Yeah, that's scary.
The photo on the wall caught my attention. In it, the clinic staff was standing outside the lodge. I knew the man next to Hartman. He was the kidnapper. Hartman had been playing me all along.
I represent a celebrity. They'll be looking for me. Oh, that's how you want to play it? Is that how you want to play it? Really? Okay, that's how we'll play it. It'll be hardball. All
Barry?
the way.
Ow! About time!
What?
Barry, man, am I glad to see you.
We need to
He's
get
just
to Hartman's
standing
office.
behind this cardboard
It's right
cutout,
next
this guy.
door.
You okay?
Yeah. I mean,
Expected.
no! The cops found me at Rose's trailer, but they didn't hassle me too much. I'm obviously a victim in this, and I demanded to be treated as such. Or else I'd sue their asses. Speaking of asses, that Fed gave me a real hard time, but I had no clue where you were. That guy's crazy, Al. But he let me go, and then I get a call from Hartman, that son of a bitch, who tells me you're here, and I should come pick you up, but when I got here, 2 goons clobbered me and stuck me in there.
What's with the cutout?
I stole it from the diner to piss off Rose after what she did to us. That'll teach her.
Yeah, that's a harsh punishment. Come on, pal, we gotta get going.
Okay, what's in the store? Wait. What's in the store? Nothing. Or not nothing, but I just can't open it. Cutscene.
These were all the pages I had on me. And more.
Alan, please. You're sliding back into the...
Tell me one more lie and I'll shoot you in the face.
Ah, well, it was worth a shot. Really, Wake, on. Let's work together on this. You have no idea.
Hartman, shut up! Barry, get out of here. I'll catch up with you. Get a car.
Oh, Al, let's just...
Go!
Wake, listen to me. This is a mistake. Don't you see? Together we can create something absolutely wonderful. With your ability and mine.
Kinda sucks. Wait a minute.
Hartman followed the fall of Alan Wake with his binoculars. When the rider hit the water, he ordered Jack to take the boat to him. The spot was easy to see in the dark, even with all the extra lights in the boat. The flare floated and kept burning even in the water. Jack turned the radio louder as the engine sputtered. The music was rough and clanking, something the Anderson brothers would no doubt have enjoyed. But Hartman chose to ignore it. Wake was finally within his reach.
I'm pretty sure I remember Wake smiling as he leaps this. Isn't there a manuscript about this?
The darkness surged towards me, sucking everything loose. The hunters were big, thick. Maud had checked all of Stucky's rental cabin, even behind the closed doors and curtains. Some of the taken retained echoes of their... I slammed the door shut right in his smug face. He pleaded for me to open the door. True to form, the asshole actually thought I would obey. I had no sympathy left, no guilt either, not for him. I took a moment to savor the scream. I bet I had a smile on my face. It was all that I had time for. The dark presence was inside the lodge with me.
Huh. So there's attacked, no, by a dark presence in the lodge.
I slammed the door shut right.
And then the next one that's coming up is...
The darkness surged towards me, sucking everything loose from the ground into its depths, tugging at my clothes. I saw the flare the kidnapper had dropped and threw myself towards it just as I felt my feet leave the ground. The darkness embraced me with the force of a tornado. Somehow I managed to light the flare. The darkness roared and cast me away. I fell toward the dark waters of the lake far below.
Yeah, that's from the next video.